Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Today, we're gonna be talking about XRP, but also about Flare/Spark. And a quick little reminder for all of you who do not know what that is. It is basically a coin that is given away for free to everybody who held XRP before December 12th, 2020. So that's a little bit of a reminder. And this coin, which the majority of people in the XP community most likely know about by now, well, it just got listed on CoinMarketCap. No price, no anything actually. Just the coin got listed. 17,000 people have it on the watch list. It just got listed with a little bit of info. It's just a start, all right? It's just a start, but it's there. And it also got listed to the Ledger Nano or Ledger Wallet app, and so it's getting there. Might not be there today, might not be there tomorrow, but it's close, and I'm pretty excited for it. Now, I have a question for you all. What is your Spark Flare price prediction? For when? I don't really care, guys. Just put something down below what you think this coin will get to. Let's actually ask it like this. What do you think the value of this coin will be the first day it comes out? When will that be? We do not know, but let me know in the comments section down below what you think. And also, guys, if you haven't done it yet, make sure you press that like button to help out. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't give me anything except for a token of appreciation. And that token I keep there right in my chest pocket. All right. First of all, Ripple has been posting a couple of things over on Twitter. For example, RippleNet is SOC2 certified. SOC2 is an industry-leading seal of approval that demonstrate RippleNet's capabilities of securely delivering services fit for the modern world. Now, this and this one right here, there is a big opportunity for financial institutions in SMEs, cross-border payments. Download our free report to learn more. I think they're doing right now on a little bit of a campaign again to get more members. And this, guys, is something I have pointed towards a couple of months ago already. I firmly think that Ripple has a broader strategy in their content distribution. Look at this, guys. All of a sudden, they've gone extremely active. 1, 2, 3, 4 posts in 24 hours-ish. I know it's the 10th already. Is it already? Yeah, it's the 10th of July already, so it might have been that they posted 3 posts yesterday and 1 today. But think about it. Every time Ripple does this, there's most likely some strategy behind it because a lot of these posts are reminders. But why not spread it, for example, on the 8th and, spread it like evenly, 1 post every single day or maybe 2 posts every single day? No. All of a sudden, they want to do 3 in a really short time span. Well, you might draw some conclusions, you might not. What I personally think is right now Ripple is ramping it up a little bit to kind of come to the point, right? To kind of come to the point. Maybe there's something happening in the background of this lawsuit, maybe something else, but we know that Ripple all of a sudden wants to put a little bit more attention on how good they are and how verified they are. Once more, guys, this is exactly what this article right here is for. Let's quickly see where it was now. The SOC2 for right now. That's, again, purely to say, hey, look at how good we are. People in the XP community don't care about this. This is just for clients. And mind you, very much so that Ripple also promotes their posts very often. Not sure if they still do that, but they used to. And this one right here is just to show, again, how broad they are. And we've talked before about the snowball effect. And it is also important for other people to know how many people are already using it and how much of a problem Ripple is solving. It's a pretty big problem, guys. It's a really, really big problem. We're talking trillions of dollars that they are fixing. And to that same extent, I saw somebody post a little bit earlier. Let's quickly see. Here. Crypto Dad posted, can we talk about how XRP maximalists used to say Swift was dying and that they were going to replace Swift? And how now anything that Swift does with blockchain is somehow connected to XRP. So there's actually one guy who had a pretty interesting response. He said, I'll admit, I thought that Swift was dying too at first. But they are changing the game because they know they have to adapt so that it won't end up dying in this new financial system. To me, I guess I at first hoped that Swift would not adapt or adopt because they've been doing the same thing for so many decades now. It's hard to switch over to a digital, newer system if you just want to believe too much in the old. However, as time has moved on here, I believe for a good part, they're always at these conferences too, right? The Swift people, that they have seen how Ripple's changing the game and a couple of other entities like R3 are coming into the space, and the BIS, of course, making all these reports about blockchain technology and about these cross-border payments needing a cheap, free but almost alternative, that they just didn't have any choice. They knew if they didn't do anything, they'd become fossils nearly instantly. Within the next 5 years, the business would be almost over. They knew they had to do something. Then, if you look a little bit further, Ripple has often said before, they're going to get some crazy headway. I mean, here's, for example, a quote from Brad Garlinghouse in a talk with Julia Chatterley from February 2020. In 5 years, we are not just Amazon Books, but we are the entire Amazon. A little bit more about that in just a second. But the quote here specifically points towards the fact that they will be taken over. Ripple knows it, and Ripple's going to do that. Yet, another couple of things they posted was that this is their first vertical, which relates back to this, and that they will not take up 100% of this cross-border payment realm. They'll take up a large percentage. And mind you, there's enough room for so many institutions. Because, as I explained yesterday or the day before, if Ripple, for example, were to take only over 1%, that would be such a huge amount of money. And the way it's going right now, they're looking at way more, but we don't really need all of that. And then there's still so much of a potential for Swift to still come on in. There's so many connections, though. And what I mean with that is that Swift has plans, but what we all believe is that they're really a couple of years behind on Ripple's technology, so they don't really have that many options except for either working together with some trusted entities or really picking up the scratch work, you know, in kind of in the back of things, if you know what I mean. Like they're a little bit behind. So, well, if you kind of put that little connect, we also have the connection that Swift has with all the intermediary companies that are also connected to Ripple, and people have just pointed out that a lot of the things that they're doing, they're so akin to Ripple, but a couple years behind, that maybe they're leaning on them in some way, shape, or form. And of course, in the end of things, the ISO 20022, people talk about that very often. Another part, I guess, is how, once more, if you have Ripple and Swift both having a part in the system, they're always kind of together in that sense. Even though people, it's the same thing as saying Coca-Cola and Pepsi. You know, they might be two behemoths, but they're always in the same space. You know, if people talk about cola in in my country, Coke in English, I think, you think, you know, a lot of people think about both, right? It's the subject. In this specific case, you were talking about cross-border remittances. The subject, you think about Swift, you think about Ripple, potentially. So they're always together in the same type of boat. Now, whether or not they'll completely overtake it, though, that's a question. But at least they'll figure something out where both get out in some better way, I think. Now, to talk about this one, Ripple has explained a couple of times before that they are trying to change the financial system, right? But right now, the majority of what they do is cross-border payments, yet that's not going to stay that way forever. A good part of what they're going to be doing is a lot of things we have never thought about before. Liquidity providing is like part number one. They already have a lending feature kind of in there already, which is guess part number two. There's going to be part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they are kind of having the Amazon approach where they have cross-border payments as area one and then branching out piece by piece, which I do think is quite interesting. Not sure exactly how that's going to develop itself, but it is quite interesting. I'm not sure if this is an official quote, by the way. I think so because it's from Status, but, you know, take it with a grain of salt. However, it does make a lot of sense for that to come out. 5 years, though. It's not a lot of time, actually. Will the SEC buy XRP holders no common enterprise claim? A lot of people have been talking about this just right now, and I thought, hey, let me quickly also share this with you all. The SEC has been trying its level best to prove XRP as an unregistered security, while also getting Ripple and its executives to serve for its alleged wrongdoings. However, in doing so, the SEC, according to many observers, has failed to provide crucial evidence questioning XRP's utility. In fact, according to the SEC, XRP's only utility is to be an investment contract in Ripple, with the holders of the asset depending on Ripple to obtain a return on their holdings. The lawsuit in question also seeks to prohibit the registration of XRP as a security and preclude Ripple's executives from participation in the market. Although many newcomers and some old-timers have been in the space intending to make money, there have been many practitioners who have found investment value in crypto, not only as an investment contract, but also its future potential to replace traditional financing systems. Even though the SEC claims that the holders depend on Ripple to increase the value of XRP, many others claim that they have never actually heard of Ripple before this lawsuit or saw XRP an investment contract in any company. Thus, it can be argued that the SEC's claims that every XRP holder has engaged in a common enterprise with Ripple do not meet the criteria for a fact. As far as the utility of XRP is concerned, the asset has found a major use in facilitating cross-border payments. Ripple's ODL solution uses XRP as an intermediary currency to transfer fiat within established corridors across the world. John Deaton of the Deaton Law Firm and website Crypto Law, in his latest blog, added, Quote, the open source nature of XRP allows users throughout the world to use the token to pay for goods and services without any connection to or reliance on Ripple. According to CryptWork, over 1,300 companies currently accept XRP for payments across industries, from business services to tourism and travel. One thing I would also like to add is, of course, Flare. Now, Flare is connected to Ripple because they've actually been funded partially by Ripple after the fact. Yet, it's still a separate entity, though, if you start to think about it, right? And from that perspective, if Flare, as a separate entity, could do it, a lot of other companies could. And it's just a question of, right now, Ripple is the biggest factor for XRP, but it doesn't always have to stay that way, nor does it have to. Theoretically speaking, Ripple can just fall out, go away, and XRP will still survive. And XRP's value can still go up. So, of course, that one doesn't really work. Here, it's worth noting that Deedon has also filed a motion to intervene in the Ripple v. SEC case on behalf of XRP holders, an intervention that means to state that they were not in common enterprise with Ripple, despite the SEC's claims. The SEC's claims to prove XRP as just an investment contract for Ripple fails to hold water. Even though many XRP critics do not see the asset with much utility, the XRP community has been rallying to prove otherwise. This could also prove necessary since the holders are the only sufferers right now. They could lose a lot if the SEC wins. As of now, XRP has been declared a currency by the financial regulatory authorities in Japan, Singapore, the UK, Switzerland, and the UAE. With the USA still fighting over its legal status, it may take a while to keep up with the changing global regulatory landscape. And all I can say about that is let us see. But I personally think that it'll all fix itself in due time. Guys, by the way, follow me over on Instagram. I'm going to get a lot more active on there. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. A link will be... I'm not sure if the link's going to be down below, but you can always type in the DustTBC, and I'll be posting a lot more stuff on there. Also, follow me over on Twitter. Maybe you want to. And again, answer the question down below. What is your Flare/Spark price prediction? I think we covered everything. Let's quickly check it out. Oh, we had this one. Ant posted, Monday is going to be a great day for XRP. Years and years of hard work went into something. What we now can't be looked over. RippleNet and XRP will run the banking system. Bridge will connect everything. It's that simple. Just want to quickly put up there that nothing necessarily is going to happen Monday that I know of. People post this very often to get some attention. And I believe a couple of others were actually going really trendy on Twitter for these types of tweets. But yeah, no. And whenever people put it like that, I'm always thinking, oh, okay, there we go. There goes another one. So don't get your hopes up. Maybe, but don't get your hopes up, all right? So yeah, that was for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video pretty soon.